There's sales and there's marketing. Marketing is making people know that you exist, that you're alive. Sales is going to people and getting money from them because you care. Think about your perfect customer. Your perfect customer out there. Imagine if you could have 500, 600 and you could speak to them because you solved their problem. So we found an AI that helps you do that. It's an SDR. It goes in and messages your ideal customers. And then what are they going to do? When you message them and they don't know who you are, they're going to go to your profile, and that's marketing because now they can see that there's credibility. AI is now a day and age of competent. If you're incompetent, you will be replaced. This is the day and age of the experts and people who are serious, and we're connecting with all of that. So if you'd like to get access to this demo of this AI SDR that's replacing salespeople, which is happening in real time, just write AI SDR, your name and email, and I'll connect you to it. Thanks, guys.
So tell me what you do.
I was interested in the sales training. So I think now that topic I was talking about sales. So I just wanted to actually learn more about you, what you do.
Yeah. So I'm associated. I don't know if you know the name Sandler, like the shoe company, but it is a global sales training organization.
Sandler.
Yeah.
What country are they from?
They are from the US, but they've been on the market for 50 years.
Sandler, it's familiar.
Yeah. So they've been 50 years on the market, and I don't know, 26 or 28 countries we are in, where we have like the office, and we train companies from. We've got the globally we've got the global companies, but also we have offer for small and medium businesses, which is our typical core market here in Australia. So typically professional services, financial services, some manufacturers in construction, like Boral, this kind of business, and so professional services B2B, small teams, and what we help them with is shorten the sales cycle. They're typically just running errands. They don't have the similar processes. People are doing the best. Everyone is winging it. So we are bringing everyone on the same page, making sure they are using the same language, and follow the process and follow the methodology, where eventually they can get to half the sales cycle. They've been very often they have 6-9 months. We help them to half that and get better control over this, and maybe 20% revenue will be the average. Of course, it's really different for the businesses, but we also the good thing that we like here in Australia is the business owner is from small business herself. So we are having public programs for even one-man bands. But our sweet spot will be medium-sized businesses.
So how do you shorten the sales cycle?
By helping people to really understand the psychology, how people buy, focusing on the client, not themselves, not the product, not the features and benefits, but helping really uncover what are the challenges and position yourself as a trusted advisor. And once they get it, they just transform because they stop selling. They are becoming trusted advisor, and they get better technique, better control over the cycle.
Because it's different when you see someone as an advisor than someone trying to sell you something.
Yeah. So,
it's too different. You see it different.
So I will give you an example. We had a client coming, and I was just like, "Where are you coming from? How you heard about us?" And he says, "Oh, I was buying a CRM from Salesforce, and it's very expensive CRM." And they were just like, "I love. They sold me that expensive CRM, more expensive than the other places, and I love the process. I felt so taken care of, so informed." And I asked them, "Who are you training with?" And they tell me, "Oh, we are training Sandler. This is why I came to you." So this is great when the buyer is telling you, "This is something that I appreciate how I've been served."
Wow. So the buyer was like, "Wow, this service was so good." So So, and what are the order values for most of your clients?
So it will depend. Like for medium-sized clients, they will typically invest $2,000 per person to go through the program, and then it's not just one training; it's the program with the reinforcement, which we build for them. From all the programs we have available, we build a path that targets their challenges.
But like, I mean, like, let's say the clients, when they're selling, what are their order values that people, like, do they have high ticket? Yeah. Are they high ticket or
Very
it
high
varies?
ticket. Like it will be like Salesforce, yeah? It can be
So high ticket, yeah.
thousands. There will be some companies that are selling millions.
Yeah.
And there will be some that are selling like every year of 10,000. But yeah, no retail.
Yeah. So it makes sense to come to you guys because that's like what they'd invest in you. If when it works on the sales, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous.
It's less than $1 billion sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially to get it started, like even for small business, it's just no-brainer.
Yeah, and because I like this because it was what I was talking about, the difference between sales and sales and marketing. So you were saying marketing, you were looking to connect with a marketing person. Why?
Yeah, why? Because you know what's happening when you get leads, you provide leads, and then your client is not converting. I'm working now with one client. They haven't converted a single lead for a year. They are burning through the leads, and now the business owners are just like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Yeah, it's just like impossible, and because they are burning money, and the marketing company do they have the success? They cannot prove they have success because they are providing leads, they are not converting, maybe the leads are wrong. So they are not having success.
Correct.
And they will be fired.
Correct.
So it's good for the marketing company to make sure that their leads are converting.
Correct.
Also, when there is a sales cycle after the lead, then they get the feedback. Are our leads quality leads? What can we do? How can we tweak that?
Yeah.
So everyone wins. The client wins, the marketing company wins, and we win as well.
And that's exactly what I've been seeing in the marketplace today. And I started to make a pivot because it's not good enough to just do your marketing. Oh, we're going to give you leads. That's not good enough anymore. How can they go and convert those leads? So it comes to two things because, again, when you have a personal brand, the sales cycle, like if you implement everything you've just said, the sales cycle will become so much easier. Why? Because before I come and meet you, I already know you. I've listened to your podcast. I've seen you on LinkedIn. When it's powerful. So it's like the marketing team now, a lot of marketing companies are going to go out of business.
And then they need to feed back from the sales cycle to marketing. We need more of those. This is the perfect client. How we get more of that, and then targeting the messaging. So it's just like one cycle, and because they've been like silos, it doesn't work well, and the client is suffering because they are just
and they're burning through leads.
Yeah,
Imagine.
first of all, everyone is just like, oh, we can sell, just give us leads. Then they get leads, and they're just like, what do we do now? And it's just,
Is it not is it the quality of the leads?
But sometimes it depends.
It depends.
Sometimes they don't communicate well because they don't know, they don't have enough sales. Some people don't understand the ideal client, so they give wishy-washy instructions to marketing. So there are multiple issues that are happening, but lack of cooperation between marketing and sales. Like I will give an example of the company in healthcare. So selling medical products, and during the training we had a marketing team on our sales training, and then we have the sales training specifically for marketing team to help them to understand the cycle, the process, and how to target the message, and they turned around the messaging completely. So the smart companies are doing that.
They're doing that, and now it's a lot of these marketing companies don't know what they're doing. You're spending money out there, and
I will tell you, there's so many clients that are so frustrated because they are on a retainer with marketing. They pay like $3,000, $5,000, or $10,000 a month, and they are not getting retained. And no one knows. Is it because they cannot close, or because the leads are not good enough, not warmed up?
You know what? I have an idea. We should do a podcast live. I usually do podcasts live on YouTube and LinkedIn. We should do one and talk about this. What we're seeing in the market. Like this conversation, like I've also been recording for research. This is perfect because I saw this happening and I keep hearing the same thing. People are getting upset because they're going through the motions. It's never been easier now more than ever. If I call you, you don't know who I am, or I email you, you don't know who I am. But as soon as you see my email or you see my name, if you Google me and you see so much, and I know your problem so much, that's how sales and marketing goes. Because now, I Googled it, and then everything, it has to show who you are. So I think we should have, so much to talk about, sorry.
But even when we have clients, it's such a big difference if they come and they checked you out before, and or they not. It's such a big difference. It's such a different conversation.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob. He always gets passionate. How are you, man?
It's cool. How's business?
It's good. It's good. It's like I was just talking to her about it. Like it's just a different ball game now. Like that I'm seeing in the market. Like, people now, they're not just expecting us to do just marketing. Like, at the end of the day, people need to make money. So, like, what we're seeing is, like, people don't want to just be paying retainers 5, 10K and they're not getting anything above that, Like, cost of living, that's what I'm seeing. So it's like, okay, how can we position that we can do not just with the marketing, but help them with sales?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing at the moment.
What's this AI tool that is it something that you've created or?
No, it's a company, I didn't create shit. It's a company from San Francisco. So the co-founders from Ukraine, but of course the Americans are smart, they bought them all, they've, raised seed, So they're a company in San Francisco. I was looking for a sales rep to be messaging people. If you just message people, the more people you message, and you know who your customer is so well, you're just duplicating yourself.
Yeah.
You're duplicating yourself.
So I use one.
But this one is like email, LinkedIn, right? Our guys are B2B. The people with money, the people who can pay us a retainer and not even blink, they are all on their LinkedIn and they're on their emails. They're on the email. As much as people keep sending emails, they are on the emails. But if you can just provide value, so like you have to track everything. It's a numbers game. So for example, if I go and email people, right? But not only that, on LinkedIn, let's say if someone likes your post, it knows who your ideal customer is. It studies you. It knows who it is, what to look for. Not time wasters. People just bullshit comments. No, like, and it messages them nicely. But if you email 1,200 people, LinkedIn and email, 1,200 people a month, 1% of that, what's that? Let's say you convert 1% to a meeting, that's 12 people.
Yeah.
12 people, it depends on your close rate. You're passionate, when they meet you, they like you, 30, 40%. So let's say 12 leads, let's say you convert 1 to 2% of those, which is one person or two people. If you have an order value of 5, 6, 10K of one person, you make just 8, 9. It depends on what your order value is. That's why it's perfect if you charge 8K, 10K, 15K, because out of that.
So explain to me more about this program that you're using. So what does it do besides email that person?
So it's like inbound and outbound. It responds to messages. So like it deals with it. Hey, if it has any questions, if you have any more questions, feel free to book in the time here with me. But it learns you so well that if I'm sleeping, because like now I had leads coming in the morning, it now replies to those leads automatically. And then it does the outbound. So and you can do a demo. Imagine the order value for that you'd sell that for. So it's just about getting in front of them.
Yes, yeah.
It's about getting in front of it, and it's doing it in a way. That's what I'm saying. People say like, "Oh, everyone's doing that." If you're writing copy and paste bullshit, I hate those messages. Do you know how many messages I get on LinkedIn? No one personalizes them. I'll show you in my inbox now. It's a war zone. is just bullshit like ChatGPT, and it's like, come on, like you're not even like. And so what we did is just like, hold on, if we just separate us from the pack and do something of value, you should see my emails. It's like, hey, because I know them. They're a CEO. They're like status. So you play with psychology. Okay, you're someone with your experience and status. Have you ever appeared on a podcast? So I'm emailing you, not asking to take something for you, or I'm the best this. Would you like to come on my podcast? Mm-hmm. So I'm giving them something. So they're like, of course, you'd. And that's how we get them in our funnel. Then I'm in the room with them. Yeah. And then I can just being myself, they're going to like it. And I know they're my customers so well because I have 10 people like them. There's ways where they get their attention. So now the AI just duplicates you. Yeah. And it's personal.
By the way, that story, so she Googled that from Australia?
Yes, so she has a business in Glebe and one on the Central Coast. And she said, I've literally typed in female IT business into Google and you were the first one that came up. And I have had a security incident and I've had an IT company working with me, and the way that he talks to me is horrible. He says stuff like, you don't need to know that. I just feel like I'm spoken down to all the time. I feel like I'm being, belittled for the things that I think and the things that I don't understand about IT, and I specifically want a female IT company.
Wow. And then can you imagine, she comes in and she sees the website, she sees everything, then there's a podcast, she goes on the YouTube channel, and now she just the sales cycle the trust is already there.
Yes. And so within a week, she was onboarded onto our systems and sent an email saying how impressed she was with the onboarding process and how smooth it had been, the communication that she had from us, and the way that we included her in all the conversations.
And you see, like later, potentially she could be a podcast guest, and she now talks about the experience. Yep. So let me just ask you, what's your experience been working with us together? How long have we been together working?
I feel like since the beginning of the year, and we just landed in October today, didn't we?
Yeah.
So for 8 or 9 months, consistently active, responsive, producing over and above the expectation. So incredible service, really, really great work, fantastic on feedback. So when you send us stuff and I'm like, oh, maybe do this or change this or fix this, it's just like done and it comes back. And like the team, the communications, the emails, keeping us up to date, it has been really fantastic.
I appreciate that. You've also been really good to work with as well. That also just makes me proud that I was just thinking about that lady can come in or whoever, and then what they see when they see your thing just looks amazing. It looks amazing and you keep building it. And that's why I was looking even in our business, the marketing, that combination, marketing, sales. And, how can you just speak to, because that client, that lady there's 100 people out there like her. And you understand that exactly what you said. There's a person who always talks down to them. You know them at the back of your mind. Imagine if you spoke to 100, 200 of them a month. Imagine.
And that's the idea. And what my coach says, your business is a reflection of you. And as a business owner, it's really important to ensure that when people come to your website and people see your marketing and they see the things that you're doing, that reflection of the passion that you have for the business and how you want them to be treated as customers comes through all of those communications. Mm-hmm. So it's landing on the website. It's seeing that we've got everything connected. It's seeing that our social media backs up. And it's not always about, how can we get new customers and what can you do for us? It's about what can we do for you? How can we continue to be giving you value that's not costing you extra money? So, we have Tech Tip Tuesdays and we have podcasts and we have all of this stuff that we're doing that is really kind of helping to add value to potential customers and, people who want to pay for our services, and people who can't afford us. There's still value in what we do, and that's really at the heart of why we're in business.
And then it also comes down to
that breakdown of marketing and sales. You've been investing in this. There's no immediate return on investment. You put money in, you put money in, you put money in. It's so now what? 8 months later, this customer has come in. Let's say now, imagine marketing. Look how long you've been doing it. But all that now, that time. Now, when someone comes in like this, it makes the sales easier. So you see, it's a long term, and now you'll start to see, as you know, the trust. It's the long game.
Marketing
You know,
is the trust. Marketing is the building up that, that we didn't just do something this week, but that for the last 5 years we've been building on this. And, as you grow, you need more and you need more and you need more. So you invest more and you get more out of it. But it's, it's your intention, and it's definitely good.
and so like, do you know what I started doing? Can I show you?
Yeah.
I've got to show you. It's better to show you than tell you.